the new generation. Wait, no, my bad. The generation of the future. Hang on, I need to take a drink. Now, now, if I didn't upload a third video today, well, technically this would be my third video today, is because I'm having uploading problems. But yeah, other than that, it should be pretty decent. Now, there's gonna be, I'm gonna be doing individual videos on this, like the now generation, the old generation, the future generation, which I'm gonna get to in, like, give me a second. Well, hang on. Yeah, I know, grade A commentating. No, the future generation, what's gonna come up with everything that's been going on is it's gonna be terrible for us. Well, not for us. It's gonna be terrible for them. And the reason why I say this is because there are some very religious people out there that believe in their own preferences and believe in their ways of life, and when it comes to that point in time of the future, a lot of the ways of life aren't going to be the way they were they back then. If you understood what I said there, I said a lot of those, but it's not going to be the way it was back then. It'll be where like I said this in the feminazis video, is that the straight, the heterosexual, the heterosexuals of the world, I was going to say the white heterosexuals, but it may be all of them, the heterosexuals will be limited. Well, it would be dwindled down. That's what I'm afraid of, and this is all my personal opinion, so before anybody goes, yeah, if you want to discuss it, you can discuss it with me at the comments below. I'm prepared to. I don't care. But anyways, I believe that the heterosexuals will be a minority at that time, and the LGBT community will be like the main part. Or I could be completely wrong and it's gonna be half and half, instead of the heterosexuals being being the quarter of the community, and the heterosexuals being, wait, did I say no? The LGBT community is going to be, instead of it being a quarter of the community and the heterosexuals being 3/4 of the community, it'd be a 50-50 on both sides. But anyways, that's not what I'm getting after. The future children, at the rate of how we're going now, with the lack of exercise, the pills that allow you to lose fat, and the machines that can work out your body without you moving, so you can sit there, play your DS, your Game Boy, or watch TV, and be fat and lazy and have a good time, or shit, I lost my train of thought. Well, being fat and lazy and have a good time, and this is this generation, and with us being on our phone and being stuck in social media, and not a lot of people in this community not knowing when to let it go and know when enough was enough, it'll become a problem, which it is already a problem at this point in time. It's a major health issues in some areas, and other areas people know when enough's enough. But it doesn't just involve obesity, rich kids, the stereotypical people that spend a lot of time on the technology. It involves a vast community of people. Some of them being the depressed kids that don't know where else to go, and they sit there and they watch YouTube videos because they don't know what to do with their life. They don't know where to go, where they can be appreciated and not hated and not judged for being who they are. And this is where I'm going to come into the future with the new children, is that will it become to the point where the kids of the new generation, whether it be adopted or actual genetic children, will become will have implants inside of them, because that's happening now. There are technological implants with tattoos, bracelets and stuff, and it's just it's a major thing that needs to be addressed. Well, if I ever adopt a kid, will it be a cyborg, or will I have a flesh and blood child? And if it becomes a cyborg, will it be my kid, or would it be controlled by something else? And this is another scary thought with it. If you have a child that does have technological implants inside of them, and knowing that the technology will not be perfect at all, would your child be able to get hacked? Because what if it was neurological? And for those of people that you don't know, implanted in the brain. Like, hang on, I know I got real close to the mic, I'm checking stuff. Got implanted into the brain, like the neurological, my bad. Yeah, but if it was implanted into the brain, would it be able to get hacked? And if so, what if a battery corrodes? Because humans aren't the best batteries. What are you gonna use for a substance? Like, is it gonna be like a water powered engine powered by your blood circulation? And when that happens, how many people will have to die to figure out if that works or not? And if that happens, is that Phoenix Jones? It is. Okay, I'm sorry, fanboy. He's amazing. Give up a good work, Phoenix. Anyways, will he? Well, my God, I'm sorry. With all the new stuff, will phones be non-existent anymore? Will anybody who does not get the computer chips implanted inside them, will you be considered an outcast? Will you need to have a job to have this? It's preferencing to a religious belief of, because technology will advance to a certain point where, you know, humans aren't really needed anymore. They're only going to be needed to be a husk or driver of a certain system, and those to be obese, or those who want exercise, or those who need exercise won't need to, because you can just pop a pill and it'll burn away fat, or you can just sit there and eat your 12-course pizza meal, or you could just sit there and sit there, absorb into the screen, or your Google eyeball with, I'm not trying to make fun of Google, with a Google eyeball, and sit there, be distracted to that, while all the way outside there is brown water and decaying grass, animals, destroyed buildings because you didn't want to go outside. And the fact that we wouldn't have to move to do anything anymore. We could just stay at home and use a Bluetooth neural receptor to monitor jobs for our new generation. So the fact that we would just have an Android controlling we'd have an Android controlling unit where we could just go in and do heavy lifting, where a human could only lift like 200 or so pounds, when the registered thing would be 3,000 tons or some bull. And then we have an Android doing it for us, but we're controlling the Android. Or it would be something like it'd be something like the only last human remaining job would be having a mechanic to fix the robots. And even at that point, would we even do much? Would we just switch out chips? And at that point, again with the children, would they become an AI system? Would they be implanted with artificial intelligence, I'm sorry, my accent kicks in. So the fact that our children wouldn't be our children anymore, would it destroy the very, that was cool, would it destroy the very boundaries and fabric of what being human means? Would it take away your humanity if you were no longer human and you had a robotic body? And would you be able to buy a robotic child, like referencing to, if anybody's ever seen Artificial Intelligence, and having a pure robotic child that knows and has an AI system that knows how to love and share and care and have humor, but it's not alive, it's just systems. Because the moment a glitch kicks in, it would be gone, and then you could be walking among those people right now. Ignore that, please. That's the video. That's the video I can't upload. And you'd be walking among you, and you know, robot could step there, robot could step there, and you thought that was just random Billy Bob Joe that you know that you drink coffee with every other Tuesday. Or you could just be, I don't know, you could be a robot at that point. If they were able to transfer your body into an android body, and it was like switching a human body into a robotic body might become the option of whether or not you want your child circumcised or not. It would become to that point. It would be a dangerous, well, would it be dangerous? No, it'd be a very scary thing, because would you be you? Would you even be conscious at that point? Would they know that you're still alive? Because what if it's not your child anymore? What if they just replicated your child and imported an infant AI that was able to mature and grow as it grows older? And what if it becomes not like Skynet, but what if it becomes to the point where that child grows love for that family, but it has no compassion to do so? Like, and if so, would there even be humans anymore? Or would there be giant blobs of fat sitting around in a hover chair, which I doubt is going to exist, because we're supposed to have hover cars now, which I'm mad. Or hoverboards. We have hoverboards, but they kind of suck. Anyways, what's going to come of the future? Will we even exist? Will our next generation be the generation of Armageddon? Will our generation, at the end of our generation, be the beginning of Armageddon? Will we live through it? Will we die? Would our next generation, if there was an Armageddon, would they become mutated? And what if throughout all the radiation and the technology that we're exposed to gives us a genetic mutation that doesn't affect us, but it affects our children? Or it gives them some type of terminal cancer that they had no idea how to cure or how they arranged it in the first place, other than the fact that you stood in front of your phone and watched a Blu-ray screen with high def plasma quality, and it gave you a genetic mutation that could screw over your children's, I was going to say something else than screw, so that wasn't an accent, that could screw over your children in the future. What if that would have happened to you? What if you were that child? Would it be fair? No. So people, get up, get outside, run around, dude. Like, yeah, it's not the funnest thing to do, but does it keep you healthy? Yeah. Does it help you breathe better? Yeah, because if you push yourself to a limit and you keep pushing yourself, you get pretty good, and it works out your calf muscles and your leg muscles. So in case you're ever in a situation where stuff's gonna blow up or there's a gunshot, you can actually book it out of there like this, instead of being like, oh no, I didn't make it, and then you died. So people, this is a whole thing. Get off your butts, stop sitting there watching YouTube, and watch what you do. Watch about, like, if somebody wants to buy the newest, latest model of something, yeah, it's been tested, but has it been tested all the way through with all the glitches? No, because you can't find all the glitches within a 2, 3, 4 year span of something. Because it took about 1.5 years to find the only glitch in a Resident Evil franchise that was remastered. So what I'm saying is, get out there, live your life. Go see a beautiful world. I mean, yeah, I'm making a YouTube video, but I usually don't do this till like about noon. Then I get outside. I spend like 2, maybe 3 hours on a video because I upload 3 a day. Anyways, I've been Grim. You've been my Gremlin. Subscribe if you will. I'm gonna link Napalm Zombie's video down below because he's doing a thing about the now generation. So, peace out.